Okay, so after the discussion of the pulp and paper industry, manufacturing and treatment of pulp and paper industry, then we discuss about the sugar industry, that is the production of sugar and the characteristics and treatment of sugar industry waste. The third industry we are going to discuss, that is the cotton industry or textile industry. So the textile industry or the textile wastewater includes large varieties of dye, which also include the chemical, and that makes the environment challenge for the textile industry as a liquid waste for its chemical composition. That means uh, we can't directly dispose that textile waste or cotton industry waste to the any stream. Okay, so because of what? Because of chemical composition present in its. Okay, so due to the presence of different dye and chemicals, okay, that wastewater is very toxic and harmful for the disposal. Okay, so as the main pollution in textile wastewater comes from the dyeing and the finishing process. Okay, so these processes require the input of a wide range of chemicals and dye, which generally are the organic compound of the complex structure. Okay, so because of all them are not contained in the final product, so become waste and cause disposal problems. Okay, so water, which use as a principal medium to apply dyes and various chemical for the finishes. Okay, so the major pollutant in textile wastewater are the high suspended solid, then COD, then color, then acidity and soluble substance. Okay, so these are some the major pollutant which present in textile wastewater. There is a high suspended solid, COD, chemical oxygen demand, then heat, then color, then acidity and other soluble substance. Okay, so the substances which need to be removed from the textile wastewater are the COD, chemical oxygen demand, then BOD, biochemical oxygen demand, then nitrogen and heavy metals and also the dye. So these are very harmful and toxic substances which are present in the textile wastewater. Okay, so these substances which are need to remove from the textile wastewater. Okay, what are that? The COD, BOD, nitrogen, heavy metals and dye. Okay, so the cotton textile waste, it is nothing but the production or the cotton textile mill produce its own yarn from the raw cotton. Okay, so first raw cotton is used, and from that raw cotton you can produce a yarn. Okay, so the textile industries uh, which use the fiber of four groups, that is cotton fibers, woolen fibers, then regenerated fibers and synthetic fibers. Okay, so the mill waste characteristics which depends upon the which type of fibers are used. Okay, so different type of fibers go through the different sequence of operation before the production of cloth which being sent out of the mill. Okay, so whatever wastewater generated which consists the impurities in fibers use and processing chemical which use in this process. Okay, so the different type of waste generated are which consist in pH, color, then heavy metal, then suspended solid, then total dissolved solid, then chemical oxygen demand COD, then biochemical oxygen demand BOD, oil and grease. Okay, so these are the different type of waste which generated from the cotton textile waste. Okay, so this entire liquid waste from the textile mills comes from the following operations. That is, whatever the operation which carried out in the process of the production industry of cotton. That is the seizing, or then desizing, or sizing or desizing, then scoring, then bleaching, then mercerizing, then dyeing, then finishing. Okay, so these are the different processes which carried out in the cotton mill waste or cotton industry waste. Okay. and these different types of chemicals we generated from this industry. Okay, so first one is the sizing. So in sizing, the polyvinyl alcohol produced. In desizing, where the mineral acids. Next, scoring, where the caustic soda, soda ash and detergents are produced. Then bleaching, where the hydrogen peroxide H2O2 and sodium hypochlorite NaOCl, these are the chemicals. Then mercerizing, caustic soda solution. Then dyeing, different types of dyes like wax dyes, then naphthol dyes, then sulfur dyes. Okay, so these different types of dyes which use in the operation process of dyeing, and the finishing in process, that is a starch, then other synthetic waxes and resins which are used in finishing process. Okay, so these are the different operation process which carried out in the cotton mill west, cotton textile mill west, and these are the different types of the chemicals we generated from this different process. Okay, so this cotton textile mill waste which having the two types of operation. The first one is a dry operation and the next one is a wet operation. Okay, so first, an integrated cotton textile mill waste produce its own yarn from the raw cotton, and this production of yarn from raw cotton includes the first stage, that is opening and cleaning of cotton, then picking, then carding, then drawing, then spinning, then winding, and then wrapping. Okay, so these all operations are the dry operations, and all operations are in sequence. So don't contribute to the liquid waste of milk. Okay, so as these operations are the dry operations, so no any wastewater generated from this process. Okay, so don't contribute to the liquid waste of milk. So whatever the other the next process, that is a wet process, like desizing, scoring, bleaching, mercerizing, dyeing, printing and finishing. So this process which produce the wastewater. Okay, so entire liquid waste from textile mill which comes from the following operations of like a slashing or sizing, then scoring or desizing, then bleaching, then mercerizing, then dyeing and finishing. Okay, so these are all the operations which carried out in the process of cotton textile mill waste and which produce the wastewater. Okay, so the first one is desizing, which generate a high BOD content. Next, scoring, which consists of the strongly alkaline and weak color waste having a high BOD content. Then bleaching, which consists of the alkaline and 5% of total BOD. Then mercerizing, which strongly alkaline and low BOD content wastewater. Dyeing, which strongly colored fairly BOD. Printing, which high colored and oily appearance BOD. Then finishing, which consists low BOD. Okay, so these are some the nature of wastewater we generated from the unit processes of cotton textile mill waste. Okay, so this is what the integrated cotton textile mill waste, or a flow sheet or flow diagram of an cotton textile mill waste. Okay, so the first one is a raw cotton, which collection of raw cotton. Then the cleaning of raw cotton, that is opening and cleaning of raw cotton, is called as dyeing. Then picking, then carding, then drawing, then slubbing and spinning. So these all operations are called as dye operations. Okay, so finally winding and wrapping, and the next process that is you can say the wet process. Okay, so wet process, that is the desizing, then scoring, then bleaching, then mercerizing, then dyeing and printing, and finally finishing. Okay, so these are the operations which carried out in the cotton textile mill waste. Okay, first slashing. So yarn is strengthened by loading it with the starch or other sizing substances. From this section, waste originated due to spill and floor washing. Next, the substitution of low BOD sizes, and for a high BOD starch, reduce total BOD of mill effluent by 40 to 90%. The next process, that is weaving. So after slashing, yarn goes for weaving. Prepare cloth now requires, that is scoring and desizing. So scoring and desizing to remove the natural impurities and slashing compounds. So enzymes are used in India to hydrolyze starch. So acids may also be used for this process. Okay, so caustic soda, soda ash, detergent used in scoring. Next, replacement of soap used in scoring by low BOD detergent, and 50% of total pollution load of mill contributed by this section. Okay, so next, that is the bleaching process. So use oxidizing chemical like peroxide and hypochlorites. Next, these remove the natural coloring materials, and this section contribute 10% of total pollution load of the wastewater. Okay. So in bleaching, this chemical we can use peroxide and hypochlorite, which used to remove the color and which contribute the 10% of pollution load of the wastewater. The next, the mercerizing, which consists of passing of crude through the 20% of caustic soda solution. Okay, so process, this all process which improve the strength, then elasticity, then luster, then dye affinity. Okay, so these all characteristics get improved after this process. Okay, so waste from this section, recycle after sodium hydroxide recovery. So negligible waste comes out of this section. So it contributes little BOD but a high degree of alkalinity. And the next one is dyeing. So may be done in various ways using different types of dyes and auxiliary chemicals. So classes of dye use we already discussed, the vat dyes, then developing dyes, then naphthol dyes, then sulfur dyes, then basic dyes, and the direct dyes. Okay, so these are the different dyes which are used in the process.